Hello guys and welcome to this episode's discussion. Now I would say this one was planned, but it wasn't very planned.
It is unscripted.
It was planned about 5 minutes ago. That's being generous. Right, anyway, so crack on. We're going to talk about, and you may know this, we're cheating here.
I wouldn't say cheating.
It's active live research.
Exactly.
You see what you'll see
Consumer
down
advice.
And it's basically as classics, isn't it? And as older cars.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm not going to mention the publication, but we're looking through some classifieds. That's going to be the subject of today's discussion.
I think what it is, we're just amazed at some of these prices actually.
You do realise if Gary was here, he'd be looking at it going too modern.
These are what I call really old.
Anything after 1970 is
pre-war.
I'll tell you, he was looking for a
Is this in black and
You
white?
may not be watching this.
Is this filmed in black and white then?
sepia. But the thing is,
can't rule out of.
the thing is, he said he was looking for a project, and I actually found
Morgan.
No. I found a genuine Jensen Interceptor. £6,000, a 1970 Jensen Interceptor.
He's not going to put a tash on his ear.
No, he's not going to get it.
I think I've seen.
£6,000, and it's in Batley.
Do you know that? Hey, that ain't far. That you ought to be getting that.
Everything's in Batley. There's more car garages in Batley than there are people.
Yeah, that's another time for that. But we will do a Batley.
Anyway, I've seen something here that could make a good good content for us. A Reliant Robin. That would be some excellent content. I think that when you
do realise you don't need an actual driver's license.
Do you know what?
Motorbike.
This is going to sound strange, but they also did another one called the Kitten.
Yeah, they did.
A four-wheeler one.
They
did a sports car as well.
They did a van version. In fact, a certain YouTuber I watched.
You see, I remember the other one, the Bond.
Yeah,
the three-wheeler one. And I remember when I was a little kid and the fire brigade was on strike and we had the army coming out with the green goddess.
Yeah.
Now this chap who lived down the road owned a Bond and he came home from work. It's just down by the grass birds there. He drove down this street, parked it up by the grass birds, locked it up. He went up to his house and as he was putting his key in the door to open his door up, the car blew up. Literally just blew up and burst into flames. Because what they were made of, it were all melting and all. And I remember the green goddess coming out and the guys in the camouflage jumping out and with hoses putting his car out. And he was still just stood there with his door keys in his hand going, that's my car. And it was just, as a little kid now, it was amazing to watch all this happening. And it was great. And
Bomb by name.
Oh, yeah. He lived on the endings, that old man.
No, what we're going to talk about is a lot of it is pricing.
Yeah.
And actually, some of the cars that we're looking at here, and we're scooting through, obviously we've got it on the Rover page.
They've rocketed in value recently.
The fact that they're even out
Got any
there.
Fords in there?
Where have these cars been? Hidden all these.
Well, the thing is, look at that, it's just caught my eye.
Oh, yes.
Now, you see, I know someone that has this sort of liking for these Trans Ams and things like that, and I've always thought myself as a company in America that would get you ones that they recondition and all and get them for you. I'd love one. It's not a very nice colour. It's not your Smokey and the Bandit sort of one, but
I suspect it's not a bad price for one of them they're considering.
Now, what are we sort of looking at price for that?
16,000.
Or 60 your normally family saloon car or something like that, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
But what fun you could have with that, and what
It
a
wouldn't
head
actually buy you a mid-range Fiesta that now these days.
Do you know it wouldn't? I don't even think you could get a used one.
On that subject, I'm just going to veer off the
But
topic
a
for a
Fiesta
second.
you wouldn't probably get for 16.
I was looking through a publication the other day in the supermarket, as most blokes do. And I realised that a base model brand new Ford Fiesta now, I know they're not that basic these days,
that
but
would be a Z-Tech one, which is their class now.
Or a Trend, I think they call it actually.
That's one of the styles, but it is the core one is a Z-Tech now.
List price £16,500.
Yeah.
Now, do I live in a parallel universe to everybody else? I think that's ridiculous.
Well, it is. I mean, yeah, we know the Fiesta's got bigger, as all small cars have got
But
bigger.
16,000 quid for a base model Fiesta.
When you think, the moment, and Malcolm will vouch for this straight away, as he's pointed out, the moment you drive them away, what you've lost off that is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I know I've lost so much off mine straight away.
Yeah.
Now, when I trade this in for whatever I do at the time, one, Ford have got to make some money on that car, so they will offer me massive amounts for it.
No.
So I've lost already. I know that.
But anyway, we're going off topic. So yeah, I'm just looking through it, and I'm going to put a wanted ad out now, guys. Because regardless of what happens to the Chevy, if I find one of these cars and it's half decent, I'm having it.
So basically, are we doing a sort of topic but you're car hunting as well? You're on the slide.
I might. Just
Yeah,
off
there is a hidden
topic,
agenda.
And these guys know about this car already because I've spoken about it multiple times, and I just can't find one.
I nearly bought. I had the chance of buying 2 of those.
Now you see, I
Just give them a
know
second.
somebody that had. It's always I know somebody that's always had one, but never had the pleasure myself.
My dad did drive one around Silverstone.
This was the thing. These plummeted in value for quite a while, and I'd just been given a load of money because of an inheritance. Well, I say a lot of money. It was a lot of money for me at the time. I'd just got married, first time, and we were in Blackpool, and we went into this. It was now a taxi rank in St Anne, and it was this car dealership at the time, and they had 2 of these Porsches for £2,000, and I had the money in the bank to just buy one of them straight away.
Yeah.
I didn't have the money in the bank to insure it, but I had the money in the bank to buy it.
A couple of the cars that obviously spring to mind have got shot up in price. It's common knowledge, of course, in the last sort of 10-15 years. Looking at one there, Minis, and I fully appreciate that, why that's the case.
Well, they have, haven't they? I believe that they're obviously they are the original Mini, but I think that they're the only true Mini.
There's a lot of people I've noticed that have obviously, when Rover announced they were going to stop making them, sort of 99, 2000, have bought one and just never used it. And there's quite a number of them now for sale in various places with sort of 100, 150 miles on, some less
Well,
than that.
I know a certain person that got a Mini, who has a YouTube channel. He got a green one, and when he went to the place where he was getting it from, it was absolutely full. That's all they dealt with, is Minis. And they even had one which, when it rolled off the factory line, was never used. It was just put into a garage, an outlaw, a showroom sort of garage, and then it was instantly put in this air bubble, and it's never come out of that since. And it's one of the last ones, and it's got about 10 mile on it or something crackers like that, and it's just sat there cocooned in this bubble.
Yeah.
And they've got all sorts of Minis right from your
I think that's the place. Is that the place down in London? There's a place down in London.
It is.
Yeah, I know the place.
I'll mention the guy, we all know who I'm talking about, it's Shmee. And he got his Mini from there, his green
The
one.
Schminny.
The Schminny, yeah. Wish we had catchphrases and little one-liners like
Yes, he got that from the garage.
And he showed the place, and it's a stonking place.
Yeah.
If you want a Mini, it's the place to go. It really is. It's the mecca of Minis, really. It is.
But yeah, it's fantastic.
Here's something that when I was contracting for Network Rail back in 2014, I was down in Sandwell and Dudley, and the second week I was there, I was in a hotel that was just off the junction for the M5, and there was a car repair place, parts and stuff like that, and I was sort of just did my jobs, thing. Went home, went to a hotel, got myself sorted out, and I could hear this noise going on. And I looked out the window, and they did a mini meet at this place because they specialise in
I've seen some of these
parts.
on YouTube, the classic cars and and stuff. Pretty good.
It was really good.
You see, I'm going to say it again, but it's becoming a catchphrase. Everyone knows I'm a bit of a Ford man. And I like watching some of these Ford meets where there's your modern ones right down to your classic ones and all that, and some of them are great. You see some really good stonking cars, which why fuels my passion for having an Escort Cosy, but I know I just could never ever afford it.
Yeah, but no, the Mini's really going up in value. I mean, I remember I remember when they were cheap.
Such a tiny car.
You know, now they go really.
My dad had a Mini Clubman with a wood panelling on.
Oh,
I mean, my dad's car was featured on Last of the Summer Wine.
yeah.
On one of the episodes where you see a shot of a car go past the blue and it's my dad's.
Yeah.
He got caught and they never edited it out. And a chap actually once pressured me dad to buy his number plate off him because it had a meaning to this bloke. Nothing,
Yeah.
it was just a number plate.
Yeah.
And this chap would not leave me dad alone. He says, can I have your number plate off you? It's got a really personal meaning to me.
Yeah.
No, you're not.
Another car.
Classic cars and memories, eh?
The other car that I wanted to mention, it's gone up in price a lot, and I've seen a couple in here, obviously there's evidence of that, was the 205 GTI Peugeot.
Yes.
Yes, we had the pleasure of filming one over a year ago.
We did, and actually saw that very car a couple of weeks ago as well.
Did you really?
It is out and about.
It's not far from you, actually.
I believe so, I saw it near me, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to
I
believe
wonder
that
if
over
the
a year
person who
ago.
bought it knows it's been on YouTube.
Well, we could say that about a lot of cars that's popped up and that, but...
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there's a particular one that springs to mind, and it's very, very rare.
That would be the T16, would it?
No, because that wasn't ever factory. Well, it was, but not out of the showroom, so to speak. I don't believe anyway.
It was, because you had to sell 200 of them too.
Yeah, yes, it was. Yeah, but anyway, standard 205 GTIs. There was one called the 1FM, which came out in, I think it was 1992.
1FM.
One came out, I think it was 1992. Anyway, yes. Basically, it was to celebrate 25 years of Radio 1. And
There you go, you see that?
and
I
they
didn't realise
made
that.
25 of them. They were the only 205 ever sold in the UK with standard air conditioning,
Did they all come in a
And
certain
seen
colour then?
black, with black wheels. They're the only 205 ever sold in Britain that came with a CD player, a Clarion CD player,
And them
hence
cars do
the
come with
association
CD
with the
players.
radio. They all had full leather interior. I think they had an electric sunroof as opposed to a manual one.
Oh, you little windy handle, yeah.
Yeah.
They are stupendously rare nowadays.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I do know that not all of them still exist, which is a shame. But if you can find one of them,
You can find out, you see, about cars, can't you? How
Yeah.
many sort of left
Yeah.
on the road or
Funnily
class
enough,
as stationary,
they have,
you
they
know,
have.
off the road and stuff. And
Here.
but yes, you can. There's some now that have reached auctions.
well, I'll just say, when I was going to get my Puma, it was Malcolm that took me to the
There you
place where I got it.
How many left?
Yeah, that's it, yeah. I originally saw a Thunder edition of the Puma on an O2.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That is the one I wanted, but found out afterwards it had already been snapped up. On that night before I found out it was snapped up, I did that search,
Mm,
and there's 47 of them left, I think it said. If
right.
that's genuine or not. Of the Thunder ones. Now, this one, which was at that place in, I'll say Manchester, where it was snapped up.
Mhm.
And I got, I don't remember, it's a bog standard one. But it just made you think, how many of the racing Puma ones are kicking about, which are technically on the road?
So, can we find out how many there is now?
This could prove me wrong now, but
We're
I'm
talking
sure.
205s here, we're talking 205.
Yeah, I'm sure when I checked on the one with the Thunder Puma that there wasn't many.
Diesel turbos.
So it'd be a GTI 1FM, let's have a look. This is on the spot research here,
This
guys.
is happening live.
Live.
What we were used to, but it's happening now.
I don't know if it lists it, but
Would it even be listed though? That's the
that's
thing.
the thing.
I
Would it
think
just
it might
be?
just be down as a GTI, that's the thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Because, yes, it might have got some other creature comforts that were different, but would
Yeah.
it still be in the bog standard engine
Oh, it's
size
it's
and all?
1.9.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah. Yes, it was more than what came with it.
Yeah, I
think.
mean, it's like
and
when
had
they-
a few stickers on it.
Yeah, it's like
as well,
when
yeah.
they decided to do the Millennium Puma and the Thunder Puma. They were both really basically a 1.7 engine, full leather inside, and that was it. You only had a colour change and things.
Yeah.
You didn't get anything special mechanically in that.
No. Doesn't look like it's listed. But I suppose we should change this topic slightly and look at, yes, we know there's certain cars like that that have gone up in price, and the reason obviously we know they've all gone up in price like that is it's supply and demand. It's the same old thing, supply and demand, you know. People remember them cars when they're younger, they're maybe at an age now where they can afford them,
Yeah.
and people aren't. If selling them are daft, hike the price up, there you go. But you can also pick up a classic car, or modern classic, for not much money at all. I mean, I'm looking at here for it to Mercedes E-Class 94, okay, it's got 192,000 miles on, but as we've proven, that's not really an issue. 1,500 quid.
You still get some nice years out of having a car like that. Well, thankfully, it's a world where people who do love the cars don't love all the same thing.
But that's what makes it great.
Yeah.
And would make life very boring if everybody liked the same thing.
I don't want it to come to a time where we're like the Jetsons and always going around in bubble cars.
But yes, so that's the topic. You can spend an absolute fortune on a classic if you've got the pockets for it, but you don't have to. You can drive something interesting, something really nice.
I think it's if you're one of them sort that has got the knowledge of looking after and maintaining them, fine. You know, if you know someone who can help you out with stuff like that, great.
Yeah.
A classic's a good buy if you get some as a starting block that doesn't need a great deal doing to it. That's decent, let's say.
I know where there's a Jensen Interceptor for £6,000. It's not far from here.
That's the thing. I think you ought to be putting a certain person onto that car.
I did. He didn't want it.
He doesn't want it. I know they weren't brilliant, were they, the Interceptor?
Well, the problem with the Interceptor was you could buy one, you could buy two you could buy 5 over a period of 5 months, one a month over 5 months, and none of them would be the same. One of them would have a different steering rack.
Yes, they were body parts, weren't they? They just said, well, we'll put this on this one, we'll put this will do, and this will do, and you were never driving the same sort of car, sort of thing. It were not.
We're not going to offend the enthusiast because I'm sure there's a lot.
There is someone out there that's got
styling.
This is the thing, and I don't exactly know personally people that's got it, but I have seen people that's got things like this, and they run a dream, but they maintain them well, they look after them, they nurture them, and all that.
That's the key thing.
It is. It's like anything else. You've got to look after it, or else.
But no, there's lots of old cars that I wouldn't mind. I don't mind an old Cavalier or something, or an old Merc, that kind of thing.
It is a bucket list sort of thing for me. On one of them, that I would really like to say, for all the modernish cars I've had, I'd like to go back to an older classic one.
Yeah.
The Puma, you can't really call it a mega classic, but I think it's heading that way. But the Puma gave me that sort of buzz at the time.
Yeah.
While I had it, it was some of the.
As years go on, that will become more.
It felt different. It's not what a lot of people's got now, and yeah.
But anyway, I suppose we better wrap up because we're going to be here all day otherwise, aren't we?
Yeah.
As car enthusiasts, we could literally chat all day about it.
Anything required.
Yes. So, any guys, any ideas, anything you?
Well, I'll tell you what, we'd like to hear for people that's actually got the classics. That as you saw, like the Marcos.
The old classics, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, as you saw, like with the Marcos, that was an absolute treat to do that car. Mm-hmm. Not just because it was a Marcos and it were different, but purely because it was.
That's true. If any guys do own something modern classic,
things like that to crop up. Basically, they're the little gems, aren't they? That crop up. So. Yeah, we like us modern cars.
So if you do want that film and you're in the Yorkshire area, let us know. Anyway.
But even if you find a field and you think you can travel to us or not like that, do so.
Or if you can put us up.
Yeah, that's it.
We eat light.
And if you have a Rover 400 Tourer, please let me know.
Joking aside, it seems like he's on the lookout for one of these. So
I did look on that website and apparently there was less than 150 on the road, which might explain why I can't find them.
But for all that though, you may find one though still.
That's true. I did see a couple of years ago. I just wish I bought them then. Anyway, we better wrap up. That's it for this month's
discussion for the first.
Considering we didn't
for the first month of the year.
Well improvised there.
Yeah, well improvised. Anyway, that's it. So we'll let you go. Hope you enjoyed it, guys.
Oh, look! Notice on that as well. UK classics hit by fatal fuel threat. I suspect that's to do with E10 fuel. So that is something we'll have a look at
in the future. Yes, I was planning on doing that in the future. So, anyway, there you go. Hope you enjoy this and the episode in general. We'll see you next time.
We will.
Bye.
Bye.